All right, guys, let's get right into it. The first question you need to ask yourself is how much alpha tokens or money you could be earning if you run a subnet node. So right now, don't look at these numbers 0.03. They're not updated because something happened with the subnet. I'm not too sure. I need to follow up on that. But a few weeks ago, I was checking it. It was between 20 to 25 alpha tokens per day. So if you take 25 alpha tokens times the current subnet alpha token price, that gives you roughly 0.04 tau per day, which equates to around $11 per day. Tau is really low right now, but if tau 4x's, you could be earning close to $45 per day if the alpha token price stays the same. And also, guys, I just wanted to point out, obviously I'm already running my Flamewire nodes, so I am doing my best to show you as much as possible on the terminal so you guys could gain experience. But obviously, I'm already running my nodes, so showing you the commands in the terminals, I'll be slightly limited, but you'll still get good experience out of this video. And also watch until the end because I'll be explaining and giving you guys a cheat sheet of commands to run on how to check your subnet node's health, how to run many interesting commands to give you insights on your node as well. So go on the website called subnetalpha.ai and just click the little GitHub emoji right here. So once you're on Flamewire's GitHub, just scroll down and read all of their README. Okay, I want you to get familiar with what you're going to be doing, what is the node doing, what you're doing as a miner, what validators are doing, etc. Once you know what to do as a miner, you're gonna scroll up and go to this file right here, minimum compute. It's super important. And you're gonna scroll down until you see Bittensor full archive node right here. And just aim for the recommended specs, all right? So you would need at least 12 CPU cores, 3,000 gigabytes of storage, which is 3 terabytes, and 48 gigabytes of VRAM. So get familiar with these terms. What's a CPU core? What's VRAM? What's DDR4? You need to take notes. What's MVNE? I didn't know all these things maybe 2-3 weeks ago, but I put my head down and I did it. You are going to write EX101 by Hetzner, all right? So these guys are my bare metal virtual private server providers. Do not ask me how I found them. I literally broke my head. I checked competitors and I like these guys. I'm comfortable with them, but there's others. There's Volter, UpCloud, etc. So I'm going to be showing you with this one. So EX101, you click configure and you see the price right here, 89 euros per month. And you see the specs right here. Double check with ChatGPT if it's fine. And then you select Germany. And then your operating system. I did my research. It's Ubuntu 22.04. So you just select it. And underneath, you can double check your specs again. This is your storage right here. So we have more space in case the chain grows. And yeah, we saw the specs up top. So this is the important page before you do your order. Also, guys, quick side note, there's a major difference between a dedicated bare metal server, something like Hetzner provides, and a virtual private server, which is shared by other people. And you do not want a VPS, you would want a dedicated bare metal server. So pay attention to those terms and make sure your node is a bare metal dedicated server. Generally speaking, once you've purchased your dedicated server, you are going to get 2 different types of email. One for your login credentials in the Hetzner dashboard, which is your control panel of your dedicated server. The second login credentials you'll get from Hetzner, there's a nuance. Right here, you have an IP address, you have a username, which is always root, and you also have a temporary password that you can change. And this is what you're going to use to SSH into your terminal, your Windows terminal, to access your bare metal server in Europe. And if you have trouble setting up everything with the console and all these different logins, just scroll down on the email. There's a section guides and there's documentation for that. Once you're logged into your dashboard, you're going to click server right here on the left. And there you have it. You have your dedicated bare metal server. Yeah, guys, important note also, once you SSH into your terminal, you're going to get a scary message for the first time. Just when you're prompted, say yes. And I just advise you change your password to something more easy and note it down. So you can just write into the terminal pass and WD and then just follow the instructions, change your password and note it. For those of you who don't know, to control your node or your VPS on your Windows computer, you just go here on the Windows menu and you type terminal, this is going to open an application. Mine is already open, so I'm not going to click it. So you just click it and you SSH into that terminal with the correct IP address that, you know, Hetzner provides you. You'll be able to control your server. When I told you to buy EX101, right here it says Sofwaire RAID 1. This is crucial because if you do the math, right now we have 1.92 terabytes of storage, but the chain is actually very close to that. So we need to configure the storage to Sofwaire RAID 0. It takes maybe about 15 minutes. I can't show you exactly how to do it because I need to restart my node and I don't want to do that. But just follow this video. This video right here, how to set up RAID 0 on Hetzner's dedicated server. It's the same layout, the same user interface. So follow this video. It's super important because you need 3.5 terabytes of storage before running your node. All right, guys, let me put y'all on game. So once you're on that video and you're in the partition section, you're gonna get the hang of it. But once you're around here where it says part, swap, boot, whatever, I don't even know what that means. But in short, you need to swap the swap from 32 to 8 gigabytes, all right? The boot from 512 to this to that, and everything. That's what's gonna do. It's going to improve the speed of your node so you don't get deregistered. Once everything is set up correctly, the first thing I would do is set up my firewall correctly, okay? So this command right here, you could use it, note it to check the status of your firewall, what your node allows and doesn't allow in terms of ports. So the important ports are the number 2, 3, and 4 right here. And just the general at the bottom, the 8, 9, and 10, just for your node to function properly. So what it looks like, so in your terminal, you are going to type exactly these commands: sudo apt install whatever, sudo verbose, incoming, outgoing. So, and also ChatGPT explains you what these commands mean. So take a notepad, write them down, and you need to understand, not to be like a copy paste zombie. You need to learn while you're setting up your node. So then you would need to allow the SSH only, allow the correct ports, and then you just click sudo enable, and everything is going to work properly. And you run the numbered command that I showed you earlier to check the status. What are you allowing or not? We're going to download basic packages. We're also going to download Rust on our system because the Bittensor blockchain is coded in Rust. So we need Rust, and we're also going to compile the full archive Bittensor node. Compiling a node basically means gathering a bunch of pieces of code that don't mean anything when they're let alone, but when you compile them together in one big pile, it becomes the node. Guys, now before starting, the first thing you are going to do is go to docs.learnbittensor.org. It's going to be linked in the description. And you're going to read this whole page. Use chatbots to understand what you're doing. This is super important. It took me maybe 6 to 12 hours to do this because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But if you really think about it, you're running one command here, you're installing Rust, and you're compiling the node in 6 commands. I can literally run this in 15 minutes right now. All right, guys, so let me show you. All right, guys, so let me show you how simple this is. Even if you don't understand what you're doing, it's fine. Just let the terminal do its thing. So you just copy the first command, you install the basic package, boom, Control V, and you just press enter, you let the terminal do its thing. Next up, once it's done, you go again back under install Rust. So you need to install the first command, boom, assume this command is not here, you just paste it again, and let the terminal do its thing. It's fine if you don't understand what's going on. And the third, the final, the big one, this is where you install, you know, the whole Rust toolchain and everything. It's going to take a bit more time. Boom, Control V, you install it and you let the terminal do its thing. I am going to compile the node with you guys to show you what it looks like. So I made a nice little directory for you guys. So it's the same process. Step 1, you copy, boom, enter. So now it's just going to clone you know, the first command, and you just let the terminal do its thing. The second step, you would need to just change directory in a directory that's called subtensor, basically. So now I'm in node demo subtensor. So I already ran the command git checkout main, and you know, I'm already on the main branch. Step number 4, this is kind of important if you mine on other subnets and you are on testnet, whatever. You just need to run this command inside the terminal. So you could be on mainnet, so boom, you run it, whatever, it just does that. And then the last step, you're actually going to start compiling the node. So you copy, you run the step 5, and boom, you're going to start compiling the node. So you're building your full Bittensor archive node. Okay, so the next step for you is to sync the whole blockchain, because to run a Flamewire node, you need data from block number 1. So you're gonna go to the section here, archive node on main chain. Do not click on these other ones that says test chain or whatever, it's not the right one. So you need to copy the command, go into your terminal and paste it, all right? So, but there's a nuance right here, because you need to change the base path where the sync is happening, the download, because this is where this is going to cost you around 1.5 to 2 terabytes of storage. So it must not go into var lib subtensor base path. You need to change it to /data, because this is where the path where you have the most storage and the most terabytes. And don't worry, I'm going to be copy pasting the command either on description or Excel sheet somewhere. Guys, so I almost blew my whole freaking operation by running step number 4 by showing you guys. So I'm going to be very careful with what I show you, and just to not overwrite what I have currently going on. So once your node is fully synced, you would need to run this command right here, check sync status. So you're gonna run a curl command to be able to see if you properly fetched the whole blockchain, and it's supposed to say 100%. So as you can see right here, 100%, you have now successfully synced the whole blockchain, and you're ready to just clone the whole GitHub repo and start your miner. Bonus tip, you can also health check your node with a nice interface. So if you copy this command right here, and you run it in the terminal, it's supposed to say running, node running. So that's how you know your node is actually turned on. And don't worry, I'm going to give you guys a free Excel sheet that you can just refer yourself to. So once your node is fully set up, you're going to go on the README of the Flamewire GitHub. I already told you how to get there. And step number 1, you're going to clone the Flamewire repo and its dependencies. This is the 2 commands you need to run on your terminal for your node to be able to communicate with Flamewire and earn rewards. So it's super simple. You just copy the command right here, like every step since the beginning. I'm not going to run it, but you just paste it and you let the terminal do its thing. You let the loading bar finish, and then you go to the second, you install the dependencies. Once again, boom, you install them. It's super simple. It's just going to be a bunch of literature and loadings and everything. You let it finish. Now I'm going to be showing you how to create and use a cold wallet and a hot wallet. A cold wallet is where your main Tao is sitting, just like any other web wallet, but it's on a terminal. And a hotkey is basically what you use to register on subnets and interact with your miner, well, between your miner and the subnets. Before we do anything critical, I highly advise you to go check what a virtual environment is in a terminal and what's it for. But a general idea, when you're dealing with different kinds of subnets, each miner needs his own virtual environment to not interfere with other programs and dependencies and things of that nature. So just ask ChatGPT how to create a virtual environment. It's one simple command. It's super easy. And then the command to activate it is source miners. This is my folder name. I named it like that. And Flamewire, because I'm dealing with subnet 97, which is Flamewire. If you're on a different subnet, for example 93, which is Bitcast, it's going to be miners, Bitcast, venv bin activate. And to deactivate the virtual environment, if you want to go to the general home, you just type deactivate. Now I'm going to be showing you how you can create a cold key and a hot key. A cold key is your main bank, your main vault where all your Tao is sitting, just like any other web wallet. Your hot key is used to interact, with the subnets, with the Bittensor network. So both have differences, but it's important for you to understand. So what you're going to do is you're going to run this exact command. All right, btcli wallet, new cold key, wallet name, whatever. Mine is a demo wallet because I already have my real wallet. So I'm doing this for you guys so you can see the interface. Boom. Enter the path to the wallet directory. This is the default path. It's fine. Just press enter again. Choose the number of words. I would suggest 12 because nobody wants to write 24 words. It's harder to remember, whatever. Just choose 12 words. Boom, enter. Important, store this mnemonic in a secure, preferable place. Do not write it in a computer or whatever. Take a pen and paper, write it, and store it under your bed, whatever, something, because this is your main vault with your Tau. We're going to do the same process, but you're going to create your hotkey this time to control your miners. So run this command, you press enter, and you choose the number of words. Like I said, again, 12, boom. As soon as the words pop out in green here, I'm going to hide them even though my wallet is empty, but you note them on a piece of paper, and this is what you use to generate them again. Okay, so now that your hot and cold key names are created, we need to store them in a secure place, and this is called a .env file. So you're going to write nano.env. I won't show you this because my stuff is private there, but you're gonna press enter, and this is going to open up a new page where you need to store variables, okay? So once you're in that nano, that nano terminal page, you're going to paste something that looks like this: wallet name equal and the wallet name that you put in for your cold key. So wallet name is the cold key. Then the hotkey name. All right, so this is me. I wrote demo hot because that's the example. Then the network, this you leave it like that. And your node URL, you would need to put the IP address of your private server. Bonus tip, go on Discord, okay? Go on the frequently asked questions in the main Bittensor channel and go read what is the best way to manage my miner and validator keys, because this is super important there. But this is the correct way to generate hot and cold keys when you're dealing with virtual private servers. We are almost done, guys, so keep it up. So now that you have your wallet created and you have funded it with some Tau from your main wallet, copy this command right here, the register your neuron, okay? So boom, you go to your terminal, you paste it. I'm not gonna type it because I'm already registered. I don't wanna things up. So just follow the commands. It doesn't matter if you don't understand what's going on. It's going to ask you for your password about 5 times, okay? So just type your password a lot of times. It's going to be your wallet passwords because the terminal needs this to sign transactions. So just follow the interface and you're officially going to be registered on the Subnet 97 Flamewire. And this is where it gets juicy. And this is where it gets juicy, guys. So right now, assuming your registration is good, your firewall is correctly set up, you're listening on the correct ports, you are going to run this command, btcli subnet show. Boom, you press enter. You enter the UID of the subnet Flamewire, which is 97. It's going to draft you a table of all the active miners, how much they're earning and things of that nature. It's super interesting. And if everything is right, you're supposed to see yourself on the bottom here because you're freshly registered, and you're gonna see like your cold key, your hot key, that's right here. And bear in mind, guys, right now it costs about 0.03 Tau to register. So this is about 10 bucks. And once you're registered, make sure your node is up to date. It's not crashing, it's not closing, it's fast enough. And you're gonna be able to climb your way up there and receive proper emissions. Yeah, so my bad, guys. After you register your neuron, like I just said, you would need to run this command as well, register your gateway. This, in essence, is as if you're connecting to the Flamewire subnet and you're gonna be able to interact with validators and your nodes. So just copy it again, once again, boom. Let me just go to the bottom, boom, paste it. I'm not gonna type it because obviously I'm already registered on the gateway, and just press enter, follow the prompts, and then you'll be officially connected and you can watch the, the subnet tables maybe once a day or whatever. If you came to some problems and it's not connecting properly, I highly suggest go to this page on the Flamewire GitHub FAQ, read it, dissect it with ChatGPT. It's going to help you show your terminal to ChatGPT. This is amazing. And also, if nothing goes right, you can just go to the subnet right here and ask your questions. Alexander or Achilles, they often answer questions pretty properly. I want to show you guys how you can attach your node to a Tmux session inside the terminal. So even though you close this terminal, your node is still going to run. Because right now I ran a health test and my node is not running. So just ask ChatGPT how to create a Tmux attachment for my node. It's going to help you. Just type in this command, Tmux attached, and then your Tmux session name. Boom, you press enter. It's going to have like a green bar here. So once you're in your Tmux session, you're gonna notice it by a green bar. You need to run this command, archive node on main chain. So you copy it here, boom, you run it, you press enter, and it's going to start your subtensor node inside a Tmux session. So if ever your home internet connection drops or you just close your Windows terminal that's down here, this is going to keep running, and this is crucial for you to get high emissions and a good score. I just wanted to leave you guys with this cheat sheet on my GitHub. Everything will be linked in my description, but you have all the basic commands and toolings and just things you need to write in the terminal. It's going to give you a good heads up, and just go there, read them. And guys, even if you don't make a lot of money running this node, the experience you will gain on your journey to becoming a Bittensor miner is simply unmatched. Like maybe I'm not making so much money running this node, but just what I gained is worth thousands of dollars. So start your way up on easy subnets, and then as the videos go by and you keep watching my stuff, it's going to get more and more technical. We are going to get into AI and just like machine learning and training and things of that nature, just to earn some Tau tokens. Let's go.